Alright. Let's just say that I'm not going to be sad to say goodbye to 2K17. 3 more weeks, Dashing. 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks. Just, of course, it had to be a Topher match, though, that it froze on. Let's just pray to God that it doesn't freeze again. Can't go through another Ascendance where it breaks up into fucking 27 parts. We are back, though, to continue Friday Night Genesis, edition number 97. Let's hope that El Jefe can make his way out onto the stage this time. 18 will probably have some sort of life-ruining bug to it. Every game has had some sort of bug that has, like, ruined my life. So I'm sure 18 will be different. I am excited for it, though. I'm excited for this matchup as El Jefe finally found his mask. That's why we were late to this one. The former 2-time light heavyweight champion, Arriba Man, rushes his way down the ramp into the ring. Second matchup of the inning started off the show by seeing Guri Sakharov and Duo Maxwell take down Bison in handicap action. Now it's time to see if Rubik can actually have a match this month that doesn't end in a count out and get himself some momentum heading into his title defense against Jay Davis this Sunday. We know that Battle Scars is the final cross-brand pay-per-view of the season. It'll be the last time that Genesis Superstars are featured on pay-per-view. So El Jefe certainly has to be a bit sour that he's not going to be featured, but he missed out, losing that Money in the Bank qualifier to Uso Takedo. And here he comes, the Brazilian-born, trombone-toting CMV light heavyweight champion, making his way down the ramp. Two of the most unique personalities in CMV set to collide. I would have been scared there, but I know that Rubik has a huge pause before his entrance because he has the New Day one. Rubik certainly turned his career around coming to Genesis about 3.5 months ago. Everybody thought, oh, this fucking weirdo from Unmatched coming over here, but with 2 wins over Brett Angel, he changed a lot of people's minds. Now has the CM Universe behind him, capturing the light heavyweight title. Now 2 months with the gold. Can he keep it around his waist? His biggest challenge yet in a ladder match where he won't even have to be pinned or submitted to lose it. Both he and Jay Davis do have ladder match experience. But tonight he's got to focus on El Jefe. This is a test your metal type of situation. El Jefe, like I said, probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, light heavyweight champions this season. If Rubik can knock him off, that'll probably get the couple of doubters that remain on his side. As El Jefe charged him, got caught with a Japanese arm drag. Now a kick to the gut, turns him around, rotation, neckbreaker, drops him right on his shoulder. Things not starting well for El Jefe. We thought El Jefe, we thought he was done for. Oh, but he was fired, guys. He didn't have a job in CMV for 2 months. We thought it was adios, human fish. But thanks to Captain America, the host of Ascendance 5, brought him back, reinstated him. Those two getting the victory over Bryce Hurt and Tito. The main event of the kickoff show of Ascendance. Able to run right past that super kick attempt. Gets a kick to the jaw, though. Or a kick to the gut, though. Slap to the jaw and a face buster. Rubik greeting the canvas. What's up? How you doing, fam? How you been? Knee to the chest, though, gets the light heavyweight champion back into control. As he goes for that mask, nobody touches the mask, though. Punch to the midsection. Punches Rubik over in pain. Catches El Jefe. He goes for a takedown in the front headlock. Clobbering blow to the back. Now a Northern Lights suplex, no bridge. Not going to try to finish off that early on. Vertical base. Rubik closes in. And the long road home, Fisherman's Driver. As he goes to the top rope, maybe already looking for a claptrap. Left his night. Might about to end already. No, not looking for a claptrap. Trying for something here. Oh! Hey! Catching Rubik into a powerbomb. I think Rubik might have tried for a Dragon Rana or something there, but no fuego. Instead, Rubik with a hook to the jaw, trying to battle back. That half Nelson single knee to the spine. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose real quick. LFA, very excited that he was able to successfully execute that inverted suplex, or power slam rather. Now a half and half going to throw LFA down. Too much time wasted being excited. Hooting and hollering. Irish whip. Going to go for a rebound. No, putting El Jefe out on the apron. Rubik Y. Clapping his hands. And now he's going to stare at El Jefe like, you stay out there. I'll stay in here where it's nice and warm. Oh, a headbutt though by El Jefe. And now a springboard 450. What a spot. 10 out of 10. I don't know why Rubik would try to take things to the outside when you know how his luck has been this month. It's the worm chopped to the chest by the Arriba man. Irish whip into the corner, goes to the light heavyweight champion. You know, in the same Rubik better get that big dick. Jamming it all in. Right down the throat. Suffocating Rubik. And El Jefe says ain't no time like the present. As he lines up the Brazilian-born champion. Hook, line, and sinker. Into the pin. Uno, dos, but no tres. I was going to say, you know, the same vein that this would be a huge win for Rubik. This would be a great win for El Jefe to perhaps get his name back in the hat for a light heavyweight title shot before the season ends. What a Hurricane Rana. El Jefe 9 times out of 10 botches that move. He finally hits it. Forearm smash. Rubik looking a bit miffed as he goes for that jump. Look at the height he gets. The jumping DDT into the pin as he wrenches El Jefe's leg up fucking above his head almost. But only a 2 count for the champion. Bringing El Jefe to his feet. El Jefe with an Irish whip into the corner. What is Rubik setting up for here? Something a bit fishy. No, El Jefe too quick. Body splash and another body splash. I thought he was about to go for a third one. Be like, please chill, El Jefe. I can't call this fast. Up against the ropes now, El Jefe. What is he cooking here? Irish whip. Boom! Cross body across the chest. And a stiff boot to the back. Gonna send Curdles up and down Rubik's spine. As Jefe, that human fish. Hook, line, and sinker. Again into the pin. Uno, dos, tres, and he got it. El Jefe knocks off the light heavyweight champion. What a match and what a win for El Jefe. Rubik's unlucky month continues, and it might culminate with Jay Davis knocking him off to become the light heavyweight champion this Sunday. Or can Rubik rebound when it matters the most? We'll have to wait and see for that, but tonight El Jefe with a huge win to perhaps get his name back in the hat. With that victory, El Jefe might be awaiting the winner. Whoever comes out of Battle Scars as champion. Hook, line, and sinker with a proper line that time. Gets the uno, dos, and the tres. Rubik tried to test his mettle against one of the best light heavyweight champions of all time, but he fell short. But like I said, when it matters most, when the title is on the line this Sunday, we'll see if Rubik can survive. El Jefe gonna be celebrating with his fishies tonight. The CMV universe going wild as we get ready for our next match. All right, Brandon, what's the bad news? Lay it on me. Lay it on me, man. Bad news, Brandon is here, ladies and gentlemen. Cletus is the greatest thing to ever happen to CMV, I think. Been a quick night thus far, though. Guri sucking off and Duo Maxwell knocking off Bison in a handicap match. We just saw El Jefe lay out the light heavyweight champion with the quickness to get that win. And up next, we have a debut coming our way in the form of Anthony Smith, who's going to take to the ring to battle Next Gen's Zach Hardy. Zach Hardy, who we haven't seen in about over a month. This is the last time he was in action. Going to look to bury that young talent, get out that vintage Borton golden shovel, or will the Blood Phoenix, as he calls himself, soar over? Excuse me. Yeah, Batman's reactions in chat were probably the best part of that match. A lot of Smiths. Here he comes. Our first look at the Blood Phoenix, Anthony Smith. Indeed, there's not much time for the end of the season, but enough time for someone to get established. Smith looking to knock off Zach Hardy here tonight. Zach Hardy certainly no pushover, man. I remember he took on Brett Angel a couple months ago, and he actually took Angel to the limit. It was a really great match. A tweet here, though, guys, from Ushio Takedo says, I'm not a team player, so to Marquito and Victor Romero, you better keep your comments to yourselves. So Ushio saying he's all about himself, all about numero uno. But he is going to have to work with Romero and Marquito tonight if they hope to be victorious and get that momentum. He'll be battling MLP, John Reed, and Pierre Thompson. It'll be every man for himself this Sunday and Money in the Bank. And that six-man tag match actually going to be coming up next. As the Blood Phoenix poised and ready for action here. As here comes Next Gen's Party Boy and Zach Hardy. Like I said, Hardy is had about a little bit over a month off. He's nice and fresh. He's ready to get back in that ring and tear it up. Does he have that vintage Borton golden shovel in hand? Still to come tonight, guys, our main event. Gonna be a doozy. Alpha World Champion Ryan Kent and Kevin Lee gonna be taking on the team of Ice Cold Savage and Tim LaFave. I'm looking forward to seeing how Savage and LaFave work together if they can at all. And a tweet here, guys, from El Jefe says, I should be at Battle Scars, but tonight I got my moment. Whoever is the light heavyweight champion after Battle Scars, I want a shot. Hashtag Arriba. El Jefe has certainly earned a shot after knocking off Rubik. Calling out whoever the champion will be post Battle Scars as Anthony Smith wasting no time going right after Hardy. Showing off a bit with that side headlock stand. Or good run, though, by Hardy to fire back quickly. Stomp to the midsection. And a knee to the face to him. Doesn't get much more brutal than just kneeing someone right in the face. I always say that. That's just nasty intent. You don't need to break someone's face in order to beat him, all right? That just means you enjoy doing it, as the Blood Phoenix, with a half-and-half suplex to throw Hardy overhead. And a tweet, guys, from Jay Davis says, consider the challenge accepted. See you next season. So Jay Davis, obviously confident he's walking out of Battle Scars as champion, says he accepts Hefe's challenge. Jawbreaker by Hardy. Looks to close that gap between them, going for a simple hangman's neckbreaker. Anthony Smith, though, able to counter at the last second by pushing Hardy away. Now a float over DDT drops him right in that Chrome Dome. Probably an 8-man tag, just to see how it works. How it'll handle doing it in a custom arena. As Smith has a triangle choke locked in, not for long, though. Hardy able to escape. Don't know what the fuck happened there. Elbow drop to the thigh, though. One of the most devastating maneuvers in the wrestling world. Leg drop to follow through. Stomp to the face now. Going to put Anthony Smith, the newcomer, onto his stomach. Trip up, though. Zach Hardy's control doesn't last long as Smith rips his throat, telling Hardy, your time is ending, my friend. Goes for a stomp. These two counter after counter, man. Double kick to the gut, up against the ropes. Back body drop on the apron goes the next gen representative. Hook over his head. Completely misses. Forearm smash. Now Hardy not taking a risk with a springboard, having none of that. Simply comes back into the ring, catching Anthony Smith with a reel him in DDT. What a Twitter handle. At It's a Trumpet, aka Rubik, responds saying, you don't speak for me, Jay, but yeah, you earned your shot, so I'll grant it when I can. So both Jay Davis and Rubik agreeing to a title match against El Jefe, no matter which of them is the champion. Oh, yes, I'd love triple threat tag. I would love, love, love that. That'd be 10 out of 10. Ooh, double leg drop before the sun don't shine. Anthony Smith trying to shake the cobwebs quickly and get to his feet. Zark Hardy not allowing it, though. As Smith catches him up in a Fisherman's DDT. Cracking that skull. Now Smith into the corner. Pandering to the CMV universe. With a loud and mighty roar that echoes throughout the arena. Now sizing Zach Hardy up as he pulls himself using the ropes. Gets to his feet. Met with a back elbow as the Blood Phoenix as he's put into the corner. Zach Hardy might be trying for that whisper in the wind. Catches him right on top of the head. Things quickly shifting. Zach Hardy's feeling it. Up to the top rope he goes. Anthony Smith might be in big time trouble. That golden shovel, maybe not loaded. Forearm smash by Smith, catches him midair. 1, 2, 3. No 3 though. The fans chanting, this is awesome. And indeed that was, as Anthony Smith says, bring it on, Hardy. You want to give me some more? Give me some more. The Blood Phoenix trying to stay on top of things with a kick to the side of the head. Beautiful block, though, by Hardy. Not able to block this, unfortunately. Stump! Pile driver. Look at the way that Zach Hardy kind of like ricocheted off the canvas. Cringe-inducing. Certainly still trying to recuperate from that forearm smash while getting busted open off a couple of punches to the head. Zach Hardy is now just getting dominated. The sway of this match has completely changed 100% in the favor of the Blood Phoenix. Now a wheelbarrow face buster as he goes for a lateral press. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though, getting closer. Anthony Smith, he stays on top of things. A successful debut looks to be in his future. Zach Hardy letting us know he's not out of it yet, but that crimson mask beginning to dawn on his face, covered in blood. That is going to need stitches, I can assure you. Trip up by Smith every time Hardy tries to battle back. Anthony is right there to meet him as he tries to crack that shoulder right off the arm. With a well-placed stomp. Hook to the jaw. Turns him around. Back up, though, for his troubles. Fireman's carry going to take him overhead. Drops him on his ass. Quickly back to his feet. Reverse STO to greet him. Anthony Smith, very impressive thus far. What is he going to try for here? Maybe the final nail in the coffin. Cross arm neck breaker. Catches the legs into a pin. 1, 2, no 3 though. Still able to survive is Zach Hardy. I told you, this ain't going to be a walk in the park for Smith. Zach Hardy is a tough opponent. Tries for a suplex, stalled, and a punch to the gut. Punch to the gut again. Hung out to dry. Ooh, and a stiff knee right upside the head. As the blood just rushes from that gash on his forehead. Smith now on the apron, just liking the view. Now jumps back in. Oh, winding up that elbow. Forearm smash. And Zach Hardy goes limp like a string of spaghetti. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Anthony Smith is victorious. The Blood Phoenix successful in his debut, not without a run for his money. It took a lot, man. Zach Hardy put up a fight, but Anthony Smith met him with a forearm right to the jaw. I love this theme. Look at that, man. Zach Hardy just goes limp like a vegetable. Just done. He was out. That's going on Britt. Anything that's a punch goes on Britt. Very impressive as the young Anthony Smith did his debut. These Tomcat calls, man. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if Tomcat found a new formula or something when making this calls. But they're unstoppable. You'll have to ask Tomcat that, 702. Good old 702. The action continues, my friends, ladies and gents. Our fourth matchup of the evening, going to be six-man tag team match coming to the ring. As we see the six men who will collide in the Money in the Bank ladder match this Sunday, Battle Scars 3 Day 2. Mark and Tell Victor Romero, who teamed last week for a victory over Jay Davis and Rubik. And they're going to be joined by Ushio Takeda, who tweeted earlier that he's all for himself. And that Mark and Tell Romero have best keep their distance, as they're going to take on the seemingly unstoppable MLP, joined by the Fallen Angel John Reed and the big dog, Pierre Thompson. MLP knocking off both Reed and Thompson this past month. Pierre Thompson in a triple threat month, and John Reed last week in singles action. MLP currently on an 11-match winning streak. Let's see if he can keep it up with the help of Reed and Thompson. If they choose to work with him, they might be a bit salty about those losses. It will be every man for himself this Sunday, though. The first man to climb that ladder, yank down the briefcase, will earn the right to cash in for any time up to a year, anywhere, for a world championship opportunity. We know that Jacob Ziegler over on Monday Night Fusion has that same briefcase in hand, but who from Genesis will solidify their future? All six of these men have never been involved in a world championship scenario. Mark and Tell, maybe you could say. He was in that Elimination Chamber match at the end of last season to crown a #1 contender. That's the closest that Mark and Tell has really ever came. All these other guys, Victor Romero, former Rising Star champion, Ushio Takeda, MLP, John Reed, Pierre Thompson, they have never been near that world title scene. This is fresh faces getting booted up. And one of them will hold a bright future in their hands. But of course we know just because you're Mr. Money in the Bank doesn't guarantee you to be the next champion. We saw Sophia Caldwell as well as Nick Blake cashed in and lost. Well, what up, Dynamic? What up, boy? What up, boy? Of course, still to come in our main event tag team matchup, as we're going to see the Alpha World Champion Ryan Kent alongside Kevin Lee battle Cole Savage and Tim LaFave. It's going to be an interesting one to watch, I assure you. Probably been live like 40 minutes or so right by this point in Dynamic. This is the 4th matchup, so we'll still have 3 to go after this. It's very interesting. This is probably one of the most diverse lineups of Money in the Bank I've seen before, because you got guys like Mark Intel, Victor Romero, and Pierre Thompson, who are just pure powerhouses. Love to throw their opponents around. A lot of power moves, power bombs, slams. So like Victor Romero, definitely the tallest man at 7'4". 2 steps up the ladder, he'll have his hands in the briefcase. Then you got someone like Ushio Takedo, who's a versatile striker, but I don't know that that'll help him in a Money in the Bank scenario very much. Then you have speedsters like MLP and John Reed, though more so MLP, who's a high flyer, loves to get up high and be in the air. And then John Reed, also quick but more well-rounded. So it's a very diverse lineup between these 6 men. It'll be interesting to see how it plays in the Money in the Bank at Battle Scars this Sunday. Just in time, Suntan. Can we just take a second to admire how cool this is, by the way? You see Marketel come out here. He's got nothing on, right? Just his usual in-ring attire. The smoke goes up. I really just started to notice this last week. I don't know exactly how he did it, but it's cool. It's really cool. Come back and look at him. Go check it out, crowd. Where'd it come from? It's pretty neat. I like it. As the true Dark Lord, the big red machine, the demon, drudges his way down the ramp towards the ring. I don't know how the fuck Hardline did that, to be honest. Definitely hacks. Big hacks. Gotta get changed really quickly in that smoke. Mark Intel, most definitely the veteran of this Money in the Bank lineup. Been in CMV nigh upon 3 years, a former Anarchy champion, as he teams with the Antichrist, former Rising Star champion, and the 7'4" Victor Romero. And that said, he and Marketel together is a dangerous and disturbing force. They knocked off Jay Davis and Rubik last week in standard tag. Romero incredibly dominant since debuting in CMV. The Smith family. The Goliath from the deepest, darkest pits of hell. Set for action here on Friday Night Genesis. I'm pretty sure that Topher is somebody else. I think a couple of people posted on the card that I was going live with Genesis. Yo, what up, Hangman? Friday night indeed. Friday Night Genesis. Welcome, my friend. As we get the final member of Team 1, the Japanese sensation, Ushio Takedo, who since returning has had quite the aggressive streak, knocking off El Jefe to qualify. But that wasn't enough for him. After the match, he ripped off El Jefe's mask, Kept stomping him in the head. Am I sure this is SmackDown? I don't think so. I think it might be Genesis. Ucio certainly has the powerhouses on his side here. And Marcantel and Victor Romero. Look at this, 702. You got a big fan in Hangman. There's team number 1, Marcantel, Victor Romero, and Ucio Takeda. As here we go, team 2 gonna kick up. And I can't help but get excited when this man makes his entrance. I am a big MLP fan. This man has been extraordinarily impressive. I can't talk about it in a month. I'll talk about it for a month. I can't talk about it enough, though. 11-match winning streak MLP is currently on. Knocking off John Reed last week, Pierre Thompson the week prior. MLP has got so much momentum behind him. It's hard to bet against him. I think he's going to get my vote come Battle Scars. But a poll on the website, communityuniverse.4emotion.com, !join. In the chat, we'll give you a link if you want to take a gander. Asked who their favorite was to win Money in the Bank, and John Reed got the most votes by a landslide. In fact, MLP didn't even get 1, which honestly surprised me. I think John Reed got like 8 votes. So a lot of people in the universe pulling for the fallen angel. And look at how Ucio Takeda is the one to not give MLP any room in the ring to do his entrance. Not surprised about that at all. But MLP don't give a fuck. He's like, all right, fam, you don't want to show me respect? Move the fuck out the way. MLP ready to get it on. As his partners for the night, the fallen angel, John Reed, a CMV veteran who has yet to have a championship to his name, will Battle Scars 3 finally be the night for John Reed? Can he become Mr. Money in the Bank and all but guarantee himself as a future Alpha World Champion? The fans think so. The fans are behind him. I actually downloaded Eli too. The Invasion of the Smiths. And a tweet here, guys, from Pat LaFave says, I'm on the hunt. I'm after you. Good song, but it means nothing to me. I fear no man or animal, if that's what the very confused Josh Wolf thinks he is. If you're looking for a fight, Joshua, I'm always happy to throw down. We know Josh Wolf is here. Pat LaFave seems to be hinting that he might be here. Are we going to get a confrontation before they go one-on-one this Sunday? There we go. Last but certainly not least, prime time, the big dog, Pierre Thompson, who brings his extremely impressive strength as well as the speed for a man his size to the mix-up here. Pierre Thompson has had a rough month, being knocked off by Bison a couple of weeks ago, pinned by MLP. But that's Pierre Thompson's story. Every month in between pay-per-views, Pierre seems to be in such a rut. He can't win matches. Then he's Mr. Pay-per-view. His pay-per-view record, I would gander, is probably extremely impressive. I'll have to go back and actually check. But Pierre rarely loses on pay-per-view. Will the same be said this Sunday at Money in the Bank? What up, Gumbo? What up, Big Bort? What up, Cuss? Welcome to CMV, y'all. As we get ready for this 6-man tag team matchup, the former international champion. In fact, the longest reigning international champion this season. 3 months he held the title. Well, two and a half months. I'll give him 3 months, though. I'm pretty sure that's the longest reigning champion. No. Borton beats him out. Borton had it for 3 months. But beating Pierre by only 2 weeks. I think Borton might have even had a little bit longer, though. I'm dumb. Definitely second longest reigning, though. Borton's definitely got the top. Started off the season strong to the Moo Moo Man, but where are you now? We missed the board. As things get started between Marcantel and MLP. The big red machinist dropped down with a Pele kick. A tweet here, guys, from Josh Wolf to respond to Pat LaFave. He says, I'm neither man nor animal. I am a god killer. Do you wish to play the part of Odin and get devoured in the jaws of Fenrir? Be my guest. This new side of Josh Wolf, I gotta admit, is a bit disturbing. But he's doing what he's gotta do after being fucking kidnapped by Pat LaFave. It's bound to break a man, to be honest. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know that I'll ever do that, though. That'll probably make my eyes melt watching an entire show in 8-bit. No thanks. Maybe like a match or something. I don't know. Arm drag and a throw MLP overhead as Marcantel makes an early tag out to Victor Romero, the giant, 7'4". He stands as MLP goes right after him, and there goes John Cone. Drop kick doesn't even take Romero off his feet. The Antichrist had us pushing MLP back like he's nothing, like a rag doll. Bringing him up to his feet now. Oh, the big fucking 18-inch pythons he calls biceps. Just gonna floor MLP with these short arm clotheslines. Not just one, not just two, but 3 it would seem to bring it all together. What about Undertaker? Yes, Undertaker, I agree. Indeed. I know of this man. MLP back up to his feet, though. Not the one to stay down for long. Arm drag as he looks for a tag to Pierre Thompson. I'd love to see Romero and Thompson one-on-one. That would be a clash. But unfortunately, MLP not quick enough to get himself to safety. Romero stays on the attack, forearm slash. Look how Romero isn't even phased to go to the opposite corner. You are more than welcome to join, Hangman. All you have to do is type !join in our chat. You will get a link to our website. You got to click on that, create an account. It takes about a minute. Just choose a username and a password, as John Reed is now the legal man. MLP softening up Romero for him to drop the leg. MLP got to get out of the ring, my friend. About to be disqualified. We've seen John Reed topple giants before. He's one of the few men to defeat Gary Sukhanov one-on-one. But right now, going to get planted with a sit-out powerbomb. Arm drag to throw Romero overhead. Reed closes in. The Antichrist against the fallen angel right now. Kick to the gut. Oh my God. The athleticism of Reed on display. That was great. Escaping that butterfly suplex attempt to Seaman Reed. So this is all you got, motherfucker? Come on, I want some more. Leg drop yet again executed. This is Victor Romero, who is the one in the red singlet, taking on John Reed in the pants. Wearing pants. Oh, Romero goes for the super kick of his. Shades of Hall of Famer Paul Anderson, but that time it did not connect. Instead, gets a pop-up Samoan drop as Romero looks to bring things to an end. We haven't even seen Pierre Thompson or Ushio Takedo tagged in, but Romero gives it no fucks as he looks for that devastating jackhammer into the pin. 1, 2, no, but it doesn't do it. Ushio stops MLP. Pierre Thompson wanted nothing to do with Markentel. Luckily, Reed powers out on his own. Camel clutch now applied, but luckily for Reed, MLP was still in the ring. A drop kick to the side. Romero's head freed him. Look to break his back and make him humble. This is not PC. This is Xbox One for anybody wondering. Should probably put that in the join thing. Ushio Takedo is now the legal man. Nice and fresh, but caught right off the bat with a torture rack spin out powerbomb. Takedo, the Japanese sensation, like I said, a very dangerous striker! Whoa! Into the pin goes Reed. That's what Reed calls it. Doesn't want to copyright Andrews and say revenge. He calls it whoa! Couple of elbows now, nailed to the chest. Pierre Thompson taking out Markentel, returning to the apron. This is unfortunate for Ushio. Gets tagged in, now taking everything as Reed lines up the shot. Up over the shoulder, what he calls the fall. Connecting flush. Hooks that bare leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, lucky. What is Romero doing? Just staring at Markentel's ass as Ushio goes for a pin, surely out of desperation. But only a 2 count and barely that produced. Up to his feet. Nope. Ushio Takedo says, I don't need no help, fam, but thank you. Sweeping the leg of John. He goes for a kick to the gut. Oh, Shining Wizard. Bare knee upside the head. That is devastating. Shining Wizard alone is nasty, but with a bare knee, that could kill a man. Ushio don't give no fucks. John Reed back to his feet quickly, but great put down with a neck breaker. As Ushio says enough is enough. He's going to try for here. Ooh, Tiger Bomb. 1, 2. Oh, we almost had it too. Romero accidentally about to overseeing the team come apart now. Romero and Markentel battling each other. All out war ensuing. I don't remember who's legal. I think John Reed and Ushio. Meanwhile, Pierre Thompson, the good boy, remaining on the apron. Hasn't even been tagged in yet. German suplex. Ushio looking to maintain his control over John Reed here as he mocks the CMV universe. Whatever happened to Case Hunt? Didn't he go to Unmatched? I feel like he had 1 match and then disappeared. Oh, Shining Wizard again! John Reed has got to make a tag, preferably to Pierre Thompson, who's fresh. Roma Cento goes for that super kick, but the second time in this matchup. What the fuck? Oh, let's go for a 6'9". Hurricane Rana hung him up on the ropes with a knee to the back of the head. Fucking MLP just dunked for no reason. Every time Reed tries to battle back, man, he's just immediately swatted down like a pesky fly. Ushio off the second turnbuckle, misses. Oh, okay, he caught him a little bit. That was obviously botched right there, though. Booyaka, booyaka. German suplex by Ushio with the bridge. John Reed continues to survive on his own as his partners have been virtually no help. They keep getting stopped by Markentel and Romero as Ushio. Pierre Thompson with that clutch to look out for his boy here. Stopping the Tiger Bomb from happening, but while Pierre takes down Ushio, Romero keeps down Reed. And now both men indisposed of. Ushio going to be the first one to begin to get to his feet. Reed is looking dazed and confused, staring up at the lights. Ushio's got to be livid. His Tiger Bomb was thwarted. Gonna make the tag, trying to make the tag, just running around in circles right now. Kind of mocking Marcantel. Remember earlier said he's not gonna work with Marcantel Romero. He's all for himself. Reed takes down Romero, gets caught with that Russian combination. There we go. Now the tag to Marcantel. Here comes the Big Red Machine. See if he can feast on the leftovers that Reed is right now. He has taken a lot of damage. Clothesline doesn't even take Marcantel off his feet. This jawbreaker will do the trick. They'll look to make the tag to Pierre Thompson. Nice and fresh, baby. The big dog ready to get him some. John Reed nice enough to bring Marcantel to his feet. Perfect for Pierre to capitalize with that flapjack off the fireman's. Trying to keep up the attack. Too much time wasted though. Marcantel back to his feet with a short arm clothesline. Just about taking Pierre's head clean off his shoulders. And a kick upside the temple. Stomp to the thigh. Marcantel dissecting Thompson currently. As now he looks for a kick to the gut. Pump handle. Slam! Something you don't see too often. Classic maneuver. Kick to the gut by Pierre. Closes in looking for a grapple punch to the pec. And now Marcantel with some authority behind that Uranagi slam. Kick to the gut again. Another pump handle. It worked the first time. Marcantel says, hell yeah. Let's do it one more. And now Marcantel backs into the corner. Just might be looking to pull off that discus big boot of his, but he sees that Thompson begins to stir. Marcantel changing his mind, closes in. Thompson, though, sees him coming. Irish whip into the corner. The big dog caught with an elbow beside the head. Marcantel now going to change gears with a falling power bomb. Crunches him over into the pin. Will this be enough? 1, 2. It is! Wow! Wow! Marcantel pinning Pierre. What? What the hell? Pierre in the ring for no longer than 2 minutes. I guess that. Damn. Let's see a replay of that powerbomb, hopefully. See what the fuck happened there. Hard pinned him. Look, here's the power bomb. Ooh, Pierre's head ricocheted right off the canvas, guys. He was out. He was black out. That replay showed it clear. His head fucking hit that canvas hard. Marcantel Romero Ushio successful. MLP's winning streak comes to an end thanks to Big Thompson. But this Sunday, it's every man for himself. Only one of these 6 competitors will stand atop the ladder with Money in the Bank in their hand. Will it be one of these 3? We'll have to wait and see. And now, as Cop would say, it is time for our Turdy matchup of the evening. I know Big Mark with the clutch, though. Oh, and a tweet from Ushio, guys, says, "You're welcome, Marcantel. I had to dish out your little win because of the fact that the 2v1 situation between myself, Reed, and Thompson clearly didn't stand for me. Hashtag future Money in the Bank winner." Not too sure what that tweet means. Birdie. But Ushio continuing to not show any respect towards anybody, including his partners for the night. But here we go, guys. It is a doozy that is coming our way, as Furious Frank is set to battle Bob Luger, two titans of the Genesis brand, who started off the season fighting one another. Way back when at SummerSlam was a #1 contenders match, which Furious Frank was victorious in. That same night, he would knock off Tim LaFave to become Alpha World Champion. Fast forward a couple of months at Point Break inside Hell in a Cell, Bob Luger would knock off the Alpha Male to become champion. And now both these men, alongside Sam Valentine and Elijah Stewart, this Sunday will compete in a fatal 4-way ladder match. The winner will be named #1 contender heading into next season. Whomever the Alpha World Champion may be, whether it's still Ryan Kent or whether it is Cole Savage, one of those 4 men will stand in their wake. And many people not giving Furious Frank the benefit of the doubt, thinking that a ladder match doesn't really benefit him much. It'll be the first ladder match in his career. The same can be said for Bob Luger. Whereas Sam Valentine and Elijah Stewart, mostly Elijah Stewart, have experience in ladder matches, and especially someone like Elijah, who's very quick to get up that ladder. We know Furious Frank is a brawler through and through, but these two men know each other all too well. The bad blood surely about to be mixed back up, as here comes the work ethic titan, the cardio maniac, the one and only Bob Luger, who is thirsty, who is hungry to become a 2-time Alpha World Champion. And a tweet here, guys, from Mark Attell responds to Ushio saying, "Hey, dumbass, I ain't the one wasting all my energy. I saved it for Sunday, which will be your last match if you get in my way." Mark Attell with some ominous words there to Takedo. When Fury first debuted in CMV, she managed Furious Frank's matches for a while. I don't remember that. She managed like 1 or 2. Here we go, guys. This classic matchup gets underway with a nasty spine buster behind it by the Alpha Male as he follows through by dropping an elbow. That sounds great, Hangman. Excited to have you, my friend. Now all you have to do is upload your call with hashtag CMV, though. I'd wait until next season, to be honest, because there's only going to be 2 weeks left after this show ends. We got Battle Scars this weekend, and then there's 2 weeks to Retaliation, which is the season finale, so really it's pointless to be downloading any new calls right now. But you're more than welcome next season. 2K18 going to be a good one. I'm very excited. Furious Frank, early on, aggressively dominant towards Bob Luger, running Bulldog there. Back elbow, though, by Luger. Gonna close the distance. German suplex drops him on his neck. Not just once, though. Gonna get it 2 times. No, not just 2 times. Is there a trace in there? There is a trace. Bob Luger bringing Furious Frank all the way down to Suplex City. Still to come, guys, our main event a little bit later on. I am super excited. The Alpha World Champion Ryan Kent and Kevin Lee team up to battle the unlikely pairing of Ice Cold Savage and Tim LaFave. We saw there was some tension between Savage and LaFave last week. Will they be able to work together tonight against their common foes? That remains to be seen, as Luger with a double leg takedown shaves of his college days, that beautiful wrestling on display. Punch to the gut, though. Frank right back up and clotheslining Luger out of the ring, almost as to say, get the hell out of here. This is my domain. Like a sack of dirty laundry. Nice counter. Ooh, what a neck breaker. Drops him down onto the outside. Now picked up by the ears. Furious Frank says no thank. Back body drop of his own. Counter 3. Frank doesn't want to chance it. Oh, and a suck it. Vintage Frank talking that trash. As Luger gets to his seat, runs right back in, says, "What you say, motherfucker?" Couple of punches to the jaw, widen up that last one a little bit. Slabanaka takes him off his feet. Now going for the arm. Bob Luger extremely methodical in the ring. wearing down certain body parts when he has a target in mind. He unleashes on it. Whereas Furious Frank, man, like I said earlier, most of his matches would probably be better suited to take place in a bar. This man is a fighter. He comes, he kicks ass, and he leaves. Does the former Alpha World and 2-time Tag Team Champion. Oh, that is a interesting position. I thought he might go for a nutcracker or something instead of Hangman's neckbreaker. Still gonna hurt as he goes for the pin. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Oh, Furious Frank with a choke slam all the way from the deepest bowels of hell. Knows that he has Luger hurt after that. Frank gonna try to seal it in with that vintage sit-out facebuster of his, but that's not enough. And he knows it to keep down someone like Luger. So he looks for that career-ending Route 66. Into the pin he goes. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. That was a nasty string of maneuvers. Choke slam, face buster, Route 66, but even that cannot keep down the work ethic titan who fires back with a short arm clothesline. It has not been Luger's month. He and Elijah lost a tag match 3 weeks ago, and then last week, or 2 weeks ago I should say, he lost a singles match to Elijah Stewart. So Luger desperately in need of a victory as he pays homage to his good friend Tim LaFave with the Coney Island Cyclone. Into the pin, will this do it? 1, 2, but just a 2 count. And now Luger right on top of the game, on the hunt for the Luger landing. Hooks the leg. Flashbacks of Point Break. Not enough. Back at Point Break, actually, inside of Hell in a Cell, it took 3 of those to keep down Frank in order for Bob Luger to win the Alpha World Championship, which he would go on to hold for 3 months. Ryan Kent actually going to tie him come Battle Scars this weekend. Has the chance to tie him for most defenses as well. That's only if Kent can get past Cole Savage, which many are doubting if he can. Targeting that shoulder once again is Luger. Frank with a hook to the jaw. Ooh, down onto the knee and then a neck breaker. And again, Luger directed towards the crotch. As Frank looking to battle back into this one. There ain't no party like an uppercut party, because an uppercut party don't stop. As Furious Frank just goes ham. Another one to the corner. Another one. Now off the ropes, the big man gonna amaze you with a drop kick. Not exactly the best looking drop kick in the world, but still someone the size of Frank doing something like that. And now the strength, the raw power being shown with that deadlift power bomb. Furious Frank with a second sit-out facebuster, man. Luger is in a bad way. He knows that. Quickly trying to get his head back into the game here. He can't allow Frank to stay in control lest he get another Route 66. The Route 66, which nearly ended the career, nearly ended the life of Tim LaFave, which kept Elijah Stewart out of action for 2 weeks leading up to Ascendance. Irish whip. Oh, nice pull back into a belly-to-belly. These two putting on a clinic as they absolutely always do. But only one of them can get that momentum heading into the Fatal 4-Way #1 Contenders ladder match this Sunday. Back body drop by the Cardio Maniac. A stomp down onto the knee. Grabs him by the mohawk. Brings him to a vertical base. Jumping cutter attempted. Furious Frank wants nothing to do with it. Now Frank shoots. Oh, but caught in a power slam before he can execute the Route 66. Into the pin goes Luger, hoping this will be enough. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Bob Luger needs to dig down deep. Maybe shades of Papa. If he can get off that torture rack neck breaker. Gonna take Frank down to Suplex City. Say hi to Chris Andrews real quick before bouncing back to reality. Bob Luger continues to waste time instead of trying to dig in and pull out another Luger landing. Furious Frank just absolutely acting like those 3 German suplexes didn't even happen. Oh! Frank misses the grapple. Gonna pay dearly for it. Cody Allen Cyclone again. Into the pin. That might be a rope break though. Should be a rope break, clear as day. Oh my God! Luger gets the win, but I gotta say, I'm a Luger fan, but that was a rope break. That was a bad call by John Cone, by our referee. That should have been a rope break. Cone doesn't see it though, counts the 3, Luger victorious. That was so a rope break, are you kidding? How could you say that wasn't a rope break? That was probably one of the clearest rope breaks I've ever seen in my entire life. Luger might not have been aware of it. He hit that Cody Allen, went right into the pin. From that angle, though, that looked like a clear 100% rope break. Here we go, a different angle here, but I don't think we're going to be able to tell any better. Yeah, from that angle, you can't tell at all. Fingertips under the ropes counts. That's a rope break. Either way, the ref didn't see it, and Luger is victorious after a hard-fought battle. Bob Luger needed this win after taking the loss in tag action alongside Eli and then being defeated by Eli 2 weeks ago. The question is, will Luger be the man to climb the ladder at Battle Scars this Sunday and yank down that contract that makes him #1 contender heading into next season? As up next, guys, Nikola Ivanovic poised to take on Alistair Knox one-on-one. Look at this, Gumble. Everybody thinks it was a rope break, but the fact of the matter is, John Cone didn't see it, he didn't call it, so Luger won. So at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. If that was Slappy, he would have been a rope break, you know what I'm saying? But indeed, still to come, we got that main event. Clash of the Titans, Ryan Kent and Kevin Lee taking on Cole Savage and Tim LaFave. But first, we know that this Sunday, Sean Silva, the leader, the voice of Rise, will be going toe-to-toe with Alistair Knox, while Sebastian Vachon and Murdoch will be challenging Zach Cage and Nick Blake for the World Tag Team title. So Nikola Ivanovic looking to do his part and wear down Knox a bit before that encounter between he and Nikola's good personal friend. Alistair is, of course, coming off a pretty his first ever pinfall defeat last week. It was a 6-man tag match. Sean Silva, Sebastian Vachon, and Murdoch took on Alistair Knox alongside Zach Cage and Nick Blake. Cage and Blake didn't even get tagged in. Knox got taken down probably about a good 3 minutes into the match. Afterwards, Cage and Blake kind of mocking Alistair by clapping, as they do. There were absolutely no help to Knox. They left him for dead. So Knox, now knowing what it is like to be defeated, going to try to bounce back before his pay-per-view debut this Sunday at Battle Scars 3 Day 2. Nikola, nobody to turn your head out, a former 2-time light heavyweight champion. He is coming off a loss on Reality Wrestling to Tyler Endicott, but Nikola is very dangerous in that ring. Whoa, man, am I about to compete? The Serbian surveying the CMV universe and not looking too impressed. Rise have been on a roll as of late. And with Sean Silva surely watching on, see if Ivanovic can soften up. Knocks a bit before that pay-per-view showdown. Get Piff. He injected 1 marijuana before coming out here. Alistair Knox, of course, debuted here on Genesis at the top of the month, a former Fusion superstar, former Rising Star champion, as all 4 members of Rise were beating down Zach Cage and Nick Blake with their vintage numbers game tactic. Alistair Knox would appear in clean house of Rise. Zach Cage and Nick Blake, like I said, not really repaying the favor last week, leaving Knox for dead, and now Alistair probably realizing it's better he stays on his own. A win over Nikola. This is Alistair's singles debut here on Genesis. Be a big win to knock off a former 2-time light heavyweight champion. This Sunday, if he can defeat Sean Silva, that's a former #1 contender for the Alpha World title. Alistair will be doing himself nothing but favors. No, like I said, he knows what it is like to be defeated now. Will that play any tricks on his mind? Will that hinder him any? We're about to find out here in our co-main event. Here we go, Nikola Ivanovic. Alistair Knox toe-to-toe in our co-main event. Friday Night Genesis edition number 97. Gonna get underway. Belly to belly by Nikola right out of the gate. I'm sure Sean Silva told him before he came out of the gorilla, you go out there and you tear this motherfucker apart. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. You hurt him. Alistair Knox quickly takes control for himself, though, with a stomp to the bicep. Brings Nikola to his feet, but no counter with a European uppercut. Distance created. Nikola closes that quickly. Going to go for a Falcon Arrow, it seems. Nope, Alistair stalls that up in the air and a knee down to the top of the noggin. Forearm smash at close range. Nikola shake his head. Might have snapped him out of that high state. He drops the arm. We know Alistair likes to utilize that debilitating deep guillotine choke he calls censorship. Nobody has been able to escape that. Everybody he has locked it in on has tapped or passed out. So Nikola has got to be on high alert, because that thing can come out of nowhere. He can pop that on in a split second. Yo, what up, Assassin King, my friend? Welcome in, as always. Co-main event here, as Nikola Ivanovic drags Alistair Knox to the middle of the ring, looking for that sit-out powerbomb. The 2-time light heavyweight champion might have eyes to finish early. No pinfall attempt. The pounce, what? Now Nikola looking for the juices as he bashes Knox's head off the canvas. A kick to the midsection to follow through. And Alistair Knox not taking much notice of Nikola here. Taunting. Now gonna pay for it. Suplex the outside of the ring. And Nikola might have hurt himself just as much as he did Knox there. Oh. You saw Nikola kind of grabbing his lower back. Nikola seems to have a couple of inches here over Alistair. I saw when he was on the apron. 2-time light heavyweight champion. Gonna be put right back on the apron. Knox seems to want to do something out here. No, just gonna stare at him again. What is Knox's game plan here? Trying to get in Nikola's head? He's gonna take another suplex to the outside. What are you doing, Knox? I'm not sure this is a smart way to go about things, my friend. Back into the ring goes Alistair. Slides in after him as Nikola. Dealing a lot of damage with those suplexes. Now we got a butterfly suplex. So that was very nicely done by Ivanovic there. The Serbian of Rise. Oh, now we're going to put Alistair out on the apron. There we go. See, Nikola knows what to do. Of course, the outside, a very dangerous place to be. Those thin pads offering little to no support. A lot of damage can be dealt out there as Nikola beckons Knox to rise to his feet. Clothesline off the apron. Irish Whip, Alistair. If he taunts, I'm going to die. No, like telling Nicole, oh my God. At least he backed up not to get caught with the suplex again. Alistair's, like, it just seems to be mind games is what he's going for tonight. And now Nicola, falling powerbomb. It worked for Mark until earlier tonight. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Does he have a SIG out there or something? Because if you put a SIG out there, you're dumb. And Nicola now loving the way this match is going for him. Mocking the CM Universe. He knows they're mostly behind Knox here. He begins to stir, trying to get back to his feet. Nicola's not allowing it, though. Nicola, like a shark in the water, smelling the blood. Too much time wasted, though, as he circles Alistair. Closes in. Knox, I believe, was going to try for something there. Instead, gets thrown overhead with a pump handle. Arm drag. Knox now. This is his chance. He's got to stop playing around, man. Oh, what the hell? Oh! Tried for... Oh! What the fuck was that? That was... What the hell did I just witness? I think Knox went for like a... I don't know, a roundhouse kick it looked like he was set up for. I'm not sure. But he got flattened. And now Ivanovic with a roar. A beast of another kind is Nicola in that ring tonight. He's been given a mission by Sean Silva. He's not going to fail it. There's the Falcon Arrow he tried for earlier, but Alistair countered it. Knox, man, if he brings this same mentality to Sean Silva this Sunday, he's not going to last long. He has got to knock off the taunting and the mind games. The 2-time light heavyweight champion now might be looking for another falling powerbomb. Knox says, no thanks, one's enough. Irish whip into the corner instead from behind. What has Knox got in store here? Oh, man! Wow! Reverse STO right into the second turnbuckle. That might have just broken Nicola's nose, dude. Goes for the pin, nearly the 3 count. Not surprised. I am surprised that Ivanovic actually kicked out. Kick to the back just awakens the sleeping giant deep down inside of Ivanovic. Tried for censorship. Nicola saw it coming. Instead, gonna fire away with another powerbomb. Into the pin. 1, 2, kicks out. Nicola into the Boston Crab. Goes Ivanovic. Will Alistair tap? No, he will not. Alistair Knox escapes. But after those 2 suplexes to the outside, then being trapped in that, his back is in 10 different kinds of pain right now. Alistair somehow survives, but surviving ain't going to win him this match. He's got to find an opening. He's got to pounce. Short arm shoulder block and a chop down the Serbian as Alistair taunts yet again, but perhaps going to be looking for a mount of comeback. Yes, he is. Double forearms. There's the clothesline. Nicola keeps popping up to his feet. Not this time. Modified facebuster. Busts the former light heavyweight champion wide open. Knox now, knowing that he's got to capitalize here. This might be his last chance. As he spins Ivanovic around the corner for a second taste of that reverse STO. Bam! Blood splattered on the turnbuckle. Turning Ivanovic over, Alistair Knox. I'm not too sure what he's trying for here. Turns him over again. What is this? Oh, just a stomp right to the gut. Could have very easily cracked a rib as now Knox looking to fire off censorship. If he takes him down, it's game over. And there it is. The deep guillotine is locked in. Will Nicola be forced to tap? Censorship. Yes, Nicola taps. And Alistair Knox gets a needed win. What a match. As soon as Alistair finally stopped knocking off the mind games and the taunting, he was able to get some real damage done. And will this be the same fate that Sean Silva realizes this Sunday? Nobody escapes censorship, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta be one of the most successful submission maneuvers in CMV's history. As soon as you're taken down to the canvas, it is game absolutely over. And Nikolak could have gotten a rope break, but I don't think he knew where he was. If he just reached out a little bit more, he could have saved himself, but instead of passing out, he chose to tap out. Wait a minute! Sean Silva, speaking of, the leader of Rise, rushes the ring. And it seems like Sean Silva is not going to allow Knox to celebrate that victory. Oh, but Knox not going to take this attack line down. Drop kick to Double S, brings him to his feet. Now, Alistair says, come one, come all. Hook to the side of the head. Alistair Knox is feeling it. And now Sean Silva might regret this decision. No, counter censorship. Sean Silva not about to be embarrassed like that. But Double S with the front headlock. Grabs a hold of the wrist for the Northern Lights suplex. And now Silva sizing up Knox. No, counter by Alistair. These two men on top of their game. Enziguri, Sean Silva is out. And Alistair Knox still stands tall with a shotgun like he's putting Sean Silva out of his misery. And now it is indeed time for the main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it's coming out of this edition number 97 of Friday Night Genesis. Heading into Battle Scars this weekend. It all starts tomorrow, Saturday, probably around 3, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not following me, make sure you do. You don't want to miss it. It's the Fusion half of the 3rd annual Battle Scars. Genesis, of course, will be showcased on Sunday. It's the final time the Genesis Superstars will be featured on pay-per-view this season. As heading into that monumental night, the Alpha World Champion Ryan Kent going to team with the hypothetical Kung Fu practitioner Kevin Lee to battle Kent's #1 contender Cole Savage and the good boy himself, Timmy Boy, the Timster. And the real story in this is if Savage and LaFave can work together, because last week, remember, it was Ryan Kent versus Tim LaFave one-on-one in the main event. Cole Savage was ringside. Tim LaFave said, as long as you don't interfere, Savage, I'm fine with you watching. But Savage did interfere only once to save Tim. And LaFave wasn't very appreciative of that, ended up yelling at Savage during the match. Afterwards, Savage telling Tim that you don't allow me to do anything, boy. So there's obviously still some tension between these two. You know, Tim can date his debut here in CMV all the way back to Cole Savage. He lost to Savage in his debut matchup, and then all those months later would end up capturing the Anarchy Championship in a matchup that involved Savage, a fatal 4-way, at the, I want to say, the third annual Royal Rumble, I want to say? I'm pretty sure. But I do believe this is the first time they have ever teamed together, and it is a rickety alliance, if there ever was one. But Ken and Lee might be the same, because they used to be bitter rivals. Remember when T and Lee, Tim LaFave and Kevin Lee were feuding with Zach Payne and Ryan Kent? Kevin Lee and Ken actually put on the match of the year, tied for match of the year. It was their matchup, and then Quantum and Justin Sane for the Glammies got tied. So we know what they can do in that ring together. Can they work together? Tim is at a very emotional point in his career. You know, after defeating his father, Pat, at Ascendance, now has to battle his former best friend, a man he considered his brother, at Battle Scars, and hoping that that will finally be the end of it. He can finally put this all behind him. As here he comes, the face that runs the place, the champ that runs the camp here on Friday Night Genesis, the future Hall of Famer, the bona fide badass motherfucker, Ryan Kent, has held that Alpha World Championship for 3 months. Many in the CM universe, though, think that Cole Savage will be his kryptonite come Battle Scars, though. Savage proving some weeks ago that he can hang with the best of them when he knocked off Sam Valentine. But Kent continues to act as though Savage is nothing, saying that it's unfair for Savage that he has to get in the ring with Kent, calling him an old-timer. Ryan Kent is looking right past Cole Savage, and that is not a smart move. Ryan Kent brutally beating down Savage a couple of weeks ago after Cole Savage kept poking him with the stick, if you will. And his partner for the evening, who we haven't seen since Ascendance, where he knocked off Josh Wolf. Kevin Lee returns, looking for some momentum before his one-on-one battle against Tim LaFave. On this day, Kevin Lee, a former 2-time World Tag Team Champion, alongside Tim LaFave, they were voted Tag Team of the Year. But Kevin Lee indoctrinated by Pat LaFave to turn on Timmy Boy back at Purgatory when Lee returned. Now they look to settle their beef. Tim LaFave says, Kevin, you're still a brother to me. Even after Battle Scars, you'll still be a brother to me. But Kevin just persisting, attacking Tim again and again and again, trying to attack his mother twice. And that was really the final straw for Tim LaFave. That was like, all right, I can't give you a pass anymore. It doesn't matter if we used to be brothers. Now I gotta get in that ring and I gotta show you what's what. As here he comes, the magnificent, the one and only Ice Cole Savage, who we finally got to see an ice cold kick from last week. After Kent knocked off Tim LaFave, Cole Savage would pierce his boot right through Kent's heart. Like I said, Savage returning to full-time competition earlier this month. He defeated a very game Sam Valentine in a great match. Savage proving he can hang. And the amazing match he had against Schmitty despite the loss at Ascendance. I don't know how Kent can look past Cole Savage. It might just be a defense mechanism for Kent. Mechanism, I should say. Savage wilding out. If Cole Savage is to be victorious this Sunday and defeat Ryan Kent to win the Alpha World Championship, he will be the oldest champion in CMV history. Nobody knows exactly Cole Savage's age, but many put it maybe early 50s. I'd probably say mid-50s would be my personal guess. But it doesn't matter how old he is, because he tears it up in that room with the best of them. And that's a fact. And here he comes, Timmy Boy the Timpster, the good guy himself. It has been a rocky season for Tim LaFave, going through so much emotional trauma to the point where he thought that he was somebody else entirely. A coma, we thought his career was over, we thought his life was over. But these past couple of months, Tim LaFave has returned to his former self. If you ask me, better than he's ever been. Looking spry after that win over Pat at Ascendance. And despite that loss to Kent last week one-on-one, Tim certainly took him to the limit, proving that he deserves to be in talks, that Alpha World title game. But now it's time to find out, can Tim and Cole work together to thwart their common enemies? Here we go, main event time. The Alpha World Champion Ryan Kent and Kevin Lee taking on the #1 contender Cole Savage and Tim LaFave, and it's going to be Kent and Savage starting things off, their first time actually in the ring together. Oh, and a single knee backbreaker by Savage to start things off. Maybe that'll let Kent know that he's not a pushover. You know what they say, age is just a number. Ryan Kent pulling Savage to the middle of the ring. Ryan Kent has most definitely been an extremely impressive champion, though, since capturing the Alpha World title back at Absolution. Retained it against Bob Luger at Purgatory, put down Caden Kenner at Ascendance. Suplex attempt here by Savage, stalled though by Kent and one of his own. As Tim cheering Savage on currently, but we know Tim's a team player no matter what kind of situation he's in. Trip up. Stomp down to the midsection, the former two-time Anarchy champion, unleashing on the Alpha World Champion right now. Little hip drop to the shoulder. We got 3 former tag team champions in that ring right now, and Ryan Kent, Kevin Lee, and Tim LaFave. Oh, nice wheel kick. Gonna connect by the fire starter, who drops down into a lateral press. Not even a 1 count though, rope break for Savage. Oh my God, that bitch slap straight up across the face. Irish whip, rebounds, does the champ. Goes for a takedown, it looked like with Savage, but blocked there by Kent. Brings him limp up to his feet. Suplex stalled though. Savage going to reciprocate with one. And oh, here we go. Clean tag to Tim LaFave. All right. We're going to allow Tim to get his hands on Kent. These two know each other very, very well. That was extremely apparent last week. And their one-on-one matchup. Kent not wanting to stay in the ring too long with Tim. Tags in Kevin Lee, and here we go. These two former best friends, blood brothers, world tag team champions together. Pat LaFave, though, getting into the mind of Kevin, turning him against him. Now goes for a pullback attack, and this Sunday will not be the first time that these two guys have fought one-on-one. Last season they did, actually, when they were still partners. It was a friendly matchup, and Tim knocked off Lee. That was many moons ago, though. Lee is most definitely a different man, more aggressive. He destroyed Josh Wolf at Ascendance. As Kevin Lee is brought to his feet, suplex, nope, stalled by the hypothetical Kung Fu practitioner. Goes for that spinning back fist. Tim, though, knows him too well. Sidekick by old Timmy boy. And here's a tweet, guys, that I'm reading. It was before match. I must have missed it. But Tim said, I'm not exactly thrilled to be paired off with one of the most dirtiest performers in CMV, but sometimes lines have to be crossed to assure success. Just keep it clean, Cole. Now a Long Island slam by LaFave. Oh, and Tim wasting no time. You can tell Tim does not want to cause LaFave agony. He just wants to beat him. Because that's what Kevin Lee wants. Coney Island Cyclone into the pin. It did the job for Bob Luger earlier. I think Ryan Kent distracting the referee there, giving Lee some time to try and kick out here. Will he? Yes, he will. Just barely, but thanks to Kent, this match stays alive. It's Kevin Lee who has constantly been on top of Tim, trying to attack his mother twice, attacking him personally on multiple occasions. Kevin Lee wants this match. Oh, some teamwork between Kent and Lee. Former rivals now. Wheelbarrow to LaFave. That couldn't have felt very good. Suplex now by Kent. Nope, stalled by Tim. Once again, suplex of his own. LaFave gonna look to tag for Savage. Not before a little punch to Ryan Kent, because why not? Nope, not even that much. No, look at Cole Savage saying, he's mine, Tim, get out of here. Tim keeps saying, no, I'm doing what I want to do. Some bickering now between these two. That was to be expected. Second turnbuckle, Cole Savage just staring down at Ryan Kent. Maybe Cole a bit weary of trying to take that type of risk. I don't know what exactly happened right there. Suplex. A lot of suplexes in this match. Cole Savage. Listen to the reaction from the fans, man. They are loving the fact that Cole Savage is back to full-time competition. Gotta respect it, man. Someone Cole Savage's age going in there. Chasing after the gold. Oh, vintage Savage. This is what he knocked off Sam Valentine with a couple weeks ago. That elbow to the heart. The icy one, not going to try for the pin. Instead, Kent no-sells it, dust off his shoulders. Jawbreaker, though, to reciprocate. Back and forth they go, tip for tat, counter after counter. Blocks the takedown with a DDT. And now Cole. Ooh, teasing us with that ice cold kick. Squat! By the Alpha World Champion. Ooh, right about now, if I were him, I want to get out of that ring, tag and lead. But no, Kent with a single knee face breaker. And we know what usually follows that, folks. The Kent clash, waiting in the wings. Cole Savage looks to be crawling over to Tim, wanting a tag, but he's stopped with a stomp to the lower spine. And now, tucked between the legs, the Kent clash inbound. Oh, a maneuver that Tim LeFave has tasted one too many times. 1, 2, but not enough to take down Savage here tonight. Savage desperately wanting a tag to Tim, but Kent's just not allowing it, staying on top of him. That's the game plan, cutting off the ring. And look at, wow! Kent just slapped him right in the face. That is just despicable, come on. And Tim can't do anything about it. He can't get in the ring, risk being disqualified as Kent mounts a comeback. Stringing together the clothesline, the back body drop, and a spine buster. And now another single knee face breaker as Savage is getting worked hard. Savage, though, you can tell he wants to get that tag so bad. Finally a counter. No, but Ken immediately shuts him down. Goes for a slap to the face. Not having it is the ice cold one. And Ken clothesline all the way from hell, but Savage sidesteps it. Savage has studied the tape. He's no dummy, one of the smartest men in the game, if not the smartest. Then I can squeeze again, though, by the Alpha World Champion, the Firestarter, into a desperation pin. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Lee and Tim about to butt heads, but realizing they didn't have to, as now Ken, no more beating around the bush, lines up his shot for a second dose of the Ken Clash. And if Tim can't make the save, this might do it, folks. Rolls him over. No, rope break. Lucky placement for Cole as Tim comes in trying to help out his tag partner for the night. Savage, ooh, popped up into a single knee gut buster. Looks like Ryan Kent now with a game plan in mind to target the leg, which Cole Savage obviously utilizes to execute the ice cold kick. And a third single knee face breaker, guys. Kent is doing work on Savage right now. Tim needs to make the save. Kevin Lee stops him, though. Luckily, Savage still has a little bit left in the tank to power out on his own. Misses that soccer ball kick. Kevin Lee going at it with Tim. Ryan Kent back elbows to Cole Savage to free himself from that waist lock. Turns him around now. Kent is dominating Savage currently. Backing up his words these past couple of weeks. Yeah, Kent is currently murdering. Oh, Tim LeFave is not going to take that from Lee. Going over to him on the apron. Looks like the two are... Oh, Tim brings him into the ring with a suplex as Kent tries to get back up to his feet. Now Tim helping out Savage. Laying everyone to waste is the good boy. This is Savage's chance to make the tag. Tim returns to the apron. You're right there, Savage. You're right there. Can he make the tag? No, Savage, what are you doing? Tag. That was your chance. Suplex instead. He wants to take Kent down himself. Does the #1 contender. But that ego is going to be his downfall. Jawbreaker. Distance separates them. Misses that kick, though, to Savage. Elbow to the top of the head. And now Kent. You see Tim like, come on, Savage. I gave you the opening. Kent Clash numero tres. 1, 2. No, still not a 3. Are you kidding? Cole Savage with that heart on the ice cold kick out of nowhere. Now Cole dragging Kent's lip body out of the corner. One. Oh, but too close. Kevin Lee makes the save. That gave Savage the bit of reprieve that he needed, but Kent now right back on the attack. The fact of the matter is, Savage needs to make attack whether he wants to or not. Short arm clothesline. Tim's just waiting. I know, Tim. I know. He should tag you in. I don't know what to tell you, brother. Savage. Ooh, maybe. Oh, yes. Yes, Cole. No! Kent counters. Savage was finally looking for the tag. And now a lawn dart. Savage face first into that second turnbuckle. And Kent says, all right, motherfucker, you are not kicking out of 4. And Tim's like, you gotta be kidding me. Tucks the arms. Kent clash. I don't know. That's close to Tim's corner. He might be able to make the save. And he does. Kent dominating Savage, but he can't get the pin. Up to the second turnbuckle. Sends a kiss Savage's way. Senton somehow connects to that angle. Savage at this point, guys, is just risking injury. Fireman's carry, takes overhead, drops him on his ass. Knife edge chop countered by Savage. High knee. Tim is right there. Coley's right there. Into the corner. Ooh, Savage. Slap. Oh my God, that slap could knock somebody out. A lesser man will be out cold. Kevin Lee can't look as Savage double knees to the gut from the top rope. Oh my God, yes, 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 the tag is finally made. Puts his ego aside, does Cole Savage, and now here comes the fresh Tim LaFave to prey on the hurt and the wounded Ryan Kent. Not out of the game yet, though, is the Alpha World Champion. Gonna take Tim for a ride. Nope, LaFave said I've been on that ride before, I'm good. Back body drop, takes him out. And there's, bam, slapping the knees, moonsault, vintage Tim. Ken is woozy. He's rocked. Long Island Slam. Savage barely able to hang on as Tim continues his assault here. Big old knee to the side of the head, gonna bust Kent wide open, and that is that's not play well for him heading into his title defense this Sunday. That might need stitches, and that'll become an obvious target for Cole Savage. If such, knee to the midsection. Oh, big old face breaker by Kent as he goes in the corner, clutching at his ribs, slits his throat. Tim trying to crawl over, looking for attack perhaps to Cole Savage, but Savage ain't any better than Tim is right now. Fisherman takes him overhead. Kent is just dominating everybody. As now, Cole Savage got 4 of these. It's only right that Tim at least gets 1. Will it be enough, though? That's going to be a rope break. Yep, rope break for LaFave. Scoop slam. Drops down, does Timmy. Breaks that arm off. Kick to the chest to make sure he stays down. And now Tim rallies the CMV universe behind him. The passion, the energy coursing through his veins. Kent with the Coney Island Cyclone. Laid out flush into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Got it before Lee could make the save. Tim LaFave carries it home. He and Savage worked together long enough to produce the win. Tim LaFave pins the Alpha World Champion. Man, Ryan Kent absolutely obliterated Cole Savage in that match, though. And, that kind of, I don't know if it goes that way this Sunday, guys. Ryan Kent ain't going to be going anywhere as Alpha World Champion. In that same vein, though, Cole Savage kicked out of 4 Kent clashes. Ryan might have to come up with something different to battle against Savage this Sunday. But there you see it, Lee but a millisecond away from making the save and keeping the match going. And look at this, a handshake! That's what I like to see. These two men put their bad blood behind them. Tim LaFave, Kevin Lee this Sunday. Cole Savage, Ryan Kent for the Alpha World Championship. Sorry, fucking Ralph just jumped up onto me. Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Topher, what if I said something about a winter match or something? What would you do? Ralph is dog. Hey, dynamic, you get to pick the match type. So 1-on-1, 2-on-2, triple threat or fatal 4-way. Ralph is dog. Douche. Ralph is good douche. Okay, 4-way. What kind of 4-way? You do normal, extreme rules, table, or falls count anywhere. Do table, do table, do table. As though I were Polish? Could be. I don't know. Could be. Dynamic. Alright, table. See, Dynamic knows what's good. Let's get some real action up in here. Alright, let's get to pick some people. Alright, Timmy boy, you get to pick somebody. Baby. Little baby. Dynamic, you get to pick somebody. Gumball, are you still here? I think Gumball might be AFK. Oh, there you go. And last but not least, we have got... Nope. Dynamic already won. Last but not least, we've got... Nope. Dynamic already won. Last but not least, we've got... Nope, Tim already won. Last but not least, we've got... Nope, Dynamic. Last but not least, we've got... Hey! Hangman. You get to pick somebody, my friend. Anybody on the roster you can pick, though you don't really know our roster, so... Choose a name maybe you saw tonight or something. So Gumball, Dynamic, Tim, and Hangman. Nick Blake. Nikki Blake. The Nikki Blake. Alright, Gumball, did you choose somebody? Wolf. You're gonna put Josh Wolf in action? You're gonna... I was hoping we would save his bald head till the pay-per-view, but I guess we're gonna get a sneak peek. All right, what about you, Dynamic? Did you choose somebody? Tito, really? All right, what's Tito getting choose so much for winter matches? All right, I'll scroll through a little bit. Pay attention now, Hogan, or Hangman rather. I'll call you Hogan. Big Hulk. All right. Keep a sharp eye. Wish they would load. That'd be nice. Bison. Just screwing everybody over in this match, huh? We're not going to do this at the Royal Rumble. We'll do it at NGW. We'll do it live. Wolf has been known to have Bison's number. More like 96, Tim. So we've got one half of the World Tag Team Champions in Nick Blake. We have the returning Josh Wolf, bald, because remember Pat LaFave, while he had him in captivity, shaved him, along with torturing him, but finally free. Josh Wolf going to try to shake off the ring rust if there is any. He hasn't been in action all month before getting ready for his one-on-one encounter against Pat this Sunday at Battle Scars. We've got Big Tito the Burrito, who, unlike Bryce, is not on strike. And last but not least, one of the two contenders for the international title, and Bison. It's definitely an interesting set of competitors. I'd actually like to see Tito and Bison one-on-one. That would probably be akin to two Mack trucks colliding into one another. But this is a tables match, which you don't see too often. I think we only had one Fatal 4-Way tables match this season earlier on. So the only way to win here is to put one person through a table. No pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, and no disqualifications. As we see Nick Blake and Josh Wolf both going for the same table. Josh Wolf going to get it first. Nick Blake says, all right. Bison gets the other one. Nick Blake going to try to take it from him. Excuse me. Tito with an Irish whip. Josh Wolf rebounds, as does Bison. Big boot super kick. That was a nice little tandem spot right there. Using the weapon, or using the table as a weapon, is Tito to beat the holy hell out of Josh Wolf there. Now a table fight between Nick Blake and Tito. No, Nick Blake says never mind. Sleeper slam to Bison instead. Going to take the Barbarian out of action for the time being. Nick Blake dominating everybody. As he takes the table away from the Burrito. Takes it back, though, does the big man. Just going to battle over at this vintage. Oh, nope. Face bashed off. Lands right on another table. Now Josh Wolf has it at hand. Nope, Tito going to take it back. That's his favorite table. Don't you dare touch it. Has his name on it and everything. And now Josh Wolf bashed upside the head. The edge driven into his fucking spine. And again. Oh! Are you kidding? I'm crying. What? What the fuck was that? Oh God, I'm actually crying. No, we'll just do another winter match. I'm keeping that. Bison deserves that, fam. Bison deserves that. He just won by kicking a table. Oh, that was... Oh, my God. I'm actually crying. Ugh. Whew. Holy hell. That's what you get for a table match. That's what happens. Dear God, I'm wiping my tears. Give me a minute. Whew. I haven't laughed that hard in a good while. Bless Bison. Bless your sweet soul. Whew. Alright. That was glorious. Alright, Hangman, you get to choose the match type this time, my friend. That was so good. Fucking top kick. Okay. You can't do... choose what type of match? Like 1-on-1, 2-on-2, triple threat, or fatal 4-way. And then I'll give you what match options you can choose from. What did he do? He like kicked his thigh and then the table like broke over his head. Oh, another fatal 4-way. Oh boy. Oh, I accidentally picked normal. Alright, you can choose normal, extreme rules, table, or falls count anywhere. I don't suggest table. That would not be my #1 suggestion to you. After what we just witnessed. The greatest finish in CMV history, to be honest. Falls count anywhere. Alright. Watch it choose dynamic 20 times again. Alright, Diamond. Hey, you could choose your boy if you want him to debut here. Up to you, but you get to choose somebody, my friend. Borton. Actually picking different people this time. Props to you, Nightbot. Batman. And last but not least, Dynamic Bet. Batman again. I was picking Kinra. You and Mori, man. Nah, not Hangman. Got to choose last match. Let's go. Borton again. Come on. Come on. We need one more unique person. Come on. Alright, who didn't get to choose last that's in here? Topher, you didn't get to choose. We'll do Topher. I think you're the only person who hasn't chosen something now. Alright, so what do we get? We got Dynamite. Alright, hang on. I saw Justin Dynamite. Get him in there. So, who's the other person that won? I don't even remember. Oh, Borton. Would you say Caden Kinner? Kadaske. You're getting the heat from Crizzy on this, by the way. I'm going to completely blame you, Batman. Alright, who you got two for? Joey Bacon. Back to NGW. NJW. The greatest sports entertainment show on the earth. Another unique lineup, as we are getting a debut in the form of Fusion Superstar, actually. So kind of dipping his toe in the water here. Maybe if he wins here, he'll decide to go to Genesis. Who knows? It's up to him. but currently is scheduled to start appearing on Fusion Justin Dynamite. Got to get our first look at him. We got the former Anarchy champion and ckin. We got the mysterious Karaske. And, of course, a big old boy, 500-pounder Joey Bacon. Oh, God, that... Whew, can't believe I laughed that hard. Ooh, Nelly. Joey Bacon is in trailer trash. I'll have you know Joey Bacon is the owner of a Fortune 500 company. He just wrestles because he likes it, right? Yeah, I remember that. Good times. Alright, here we go. Let's get it on. Fatal four-way action. No tables this time. Can only end via pinfall or submission in the ring. There are still no countouts, though. No disqualifications. As Joey Bacon going to go right after newcomer Justin Dynamite. While Caden Kenner takes Karaske to the outside, the friend of Cole Savage. Why is this so loud in my ear? Oh, my God. Chili, please. Good Lord. Turn that down a bit. Joey Bacon pouncing on the back of Dynamite with that colossal clutch. Not wanting to stay around too long, and I don't blame him. Bam! Big old fist to the jaw. I'm surprised his fist didn't get sucked in, to be honest. As vintage Caden Kenner on the outside can only see Karaske's legs bouncing up with every single elbow drop. 8, 9. Gonna flick the sweat from his hair down to Karaske's mask before dropping the 10th. As Dynamite takes a leap of faith here. Misses as Bacon sidesteps. Yeah, Joey Bacon certainly got more fit this season. Probably lost a good 50 pounds or so. Still 500 pounds, though, compared to Justin Dynamite, who I'd probably put at, like, I don't know, just judging from what I'm looking at right now, maybe 205 or such. Going for the arm of Bacon. That's a good strategy. When you get a bigger opponent down, target their limbs, target their arms, their legs, while you got them on the canvas and they can't throw around their height advantage. Now Dynamite brings them up to his feet. It's a good opportunity for the newcomer who's alone in the ring with Bacon to try to get a win here. Knocks him to the outside, though. And then a springboard plancha drops from across. What the hell? I've always forgot it's false count anywhere. To Dynamite. Oh, leaping knee strike. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count. Caden Kenner failed to save. Lucky Bacon got out on his own. I completely forgot it was false count anywhere. I was like, what the fuck? Ah, top rope elbow to the upper back. Oh, I'm already in love with Dynamite. 10 out of 10. This kid is awesome. As Caden Kenner continues his attack on Karaske. So this can end anywhere. Doesn't have to be in the ring. As Caden Kenner trips up Karaske. That STO. Now Joey Bacon can't seem to combat Justin Dynamite's high-flying ability here. Create some distance between these two. I don't know what he was trying for there, but Bacon's like, nah. Now slapping that big ass of his, and I can tell you that there is nothing good coming in Justin Dynamite's future. Double forearms clothesline. The Youngblood Irish whip in the corner, 500 pounds, squashes him like a bug. Rebounds off the ropes now, cross body just about cuts him in half. Brought up to a vertical base now, Joey Bacon puts him in the corner again, and we know what's coming. Big Ham about to give Dynamite a close-up of that rear end. Oh, good God. But guys, we gotta keep our eye on Caden Kenner and Karaske ringside here, as Joey Bacon might be looking for that food coloring. The referee didn't see it. Even if he did, it wouldn't matter. There's no DQ. But look, on the outside, Caden Kenner with Nightfall. Wait a minute. Pinned by Bacon. 1, Oh, but Caden stops it. Now Caden going after Bacon as Dynamite tries to recuperate from all the food coloring in his eyes and his mouth. Katasuke struggling on the outside, one of his rare appearances this season. Gonna try to get back under the ring to join the others as Joey Bacon just ties Caden Kinner up in a knot here. Katasuke going after Dynamite now as the Irish whips him to the corner. Caden Kinner escapes the submission attempt by Big Ham. Katasuke maybe looking through the portal here on Justin. No, take it down. Now Caden Kinner put into that corner. Goes for a takedown. Double K, the Battle Beast, having none of it. Neckbreaker instead attempted as Katasuke. What is he going for here? Maybe a slapjack. What a reversal, though, by Justin Dynamite into a Hurricane Rana. This crazed high flyer now into a pin. 1, 2. Oh, my God. Nearly got a 3 count as well. That reversal. That would have been an interesting finish there. Only a 1 count for Double K there. Bacon not able to get the finish he was looking for. Can't really see past what's going on. I think Justin Dynamite, though, lining up Katasuke. Went for a discus clothesline. But Katasuke quick enough to see it coming. Oh, keep your eyes on Joey Bacon and Caden Kinner there. It's falls count anywhere, remember. Caden Kinner rushing back into the ring suddenly. Just ditching Joey Bacon, going back out to see him. Doesn't want to leave him hanging. Wheel kick and Bacon falls forward. A kiss sent out to the fans. Katasuke with a lion tamer locked in on Justin Tyler here in the ring. The Battle Beast makes the save yet again. Topher. Elbow drop. Elbow drop. Elbow drop. Elbow drop. Vintage Caden Kinner with the barrage of 10. Joey Bacon and Justin Dynamite gonna meet up again as Dynamite puts him in the corner. The young blood gonna try to turn around. That hulking mass coming at him. Forearm smash puts him back in the corner. Now Dynamite just gonna stare at him. What is he thinking here? I'm not too sure. Just intent to just look at him here. There we go. Slapping the thigh across his face. Katasuke trying to roll out of the ring. Caden Kinner doesn't allow it. Sizing up for perhaps a radic static. Joey Bacon beginning to get back to his feet. Caden Kinner doesn't see him. Blindsided as Katasuke is busted wide open by Dynamite. Going for a ride. Caden Kinner counters the powerbomb. Meanwhile, Dynamite lining up Katasuke. Discus again does not connect. The masked man just seems to have that well scouted as he brings it to the outside. Caden Kinner here in the lower left-hand corner. 500 pounds! Oh my God, knife ball by Double K into the pin. Can the ref get there in time? 1, 2, 3. No, not a 3, not a 3. Big Ham. But Caden Kinner says, all right, fam, don't worry, I got another one. But Katasuke coming over trying to disrupt things. Joey Bacon counters it anyway. All 4 men now battling on the outside as Katasuke, ooh, drive-by kick to Dynamite. Might have just laid him out for the 3 count. As Katasuke goes for the pin here. 1, 2, no, just a 2 count. Meanwhile, Joey Bacon with food coloring as Katasuke looks to hit another drive-by kick on Justin Dynamite, and he connects once more. But wait a minute, Bacon with the pin on Caden Kinner, but where's the ref? Where's the ref? Oh, he came all the way around the ring. I don't know why Katasuke, there we go. Katasuke coming over. Can he save it in time? Yes, he can. Now Justin Dynamite been given way too much time to recuperate. Katasuke knows that. Katasuke fighting out of the military press. Caden Kinner looks to be down for the remainder of this matchup. Justin Dynamite finally get back to his feet. Irish whip right into the security wall. Counters the kick wall. Ah, jumping cutter! Out of nowhere by Dynamite. Bacon trying to trade an earthquake. That thigh slap by Dynamite yet again. I think that might be a sig for the young blow. Oh my God. Oh my God. On the concrete. On the concrete. Jackknife power bomb. Oh man. That hurt me. I felt that pain. Justin Dynamite telling Katasuke to stay down. Katasuke not listening. Runs into a jawbreaker. There's that knee tap by Dynamite. Not going to go for the pin, though. Seems to be something with that corner. Now goes for the pin. The referee going to have to run his way over there, though. 1. Oh, no, only a 2 count. He counted it there. Food coloring yet again by Joey Bacon. To Caden Kinner. This time the ref is right next to him. He should count it right away. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. Meanwhile, Justin Dynamite practicing his cardio. Couple of back elbows to the side of the head. Joey Bacon frees himself from the waist lock by Dynamite. Coming up from behind. Dynamite with a couple of elbows of his own. Goes for a chop block. Big ham saw coming to belly to belly. Trying to throw him overhead. Justin Dynamite stalls it though. Kenny Kinner and Katasuke coming to blows yet again. Joey Bacon in trouble. No, he's not. Belly to belly on the concrete to the Youngblood. And again, trying to create an earthquake here in the NGW arena. As Katasuke coming up from behind. The Portal Man with a kick to the gut. Drive-by kick to Big Ham. Might have him done for here on the ramp. Not going to go for the pin, though. As Caden Kinner gingerly makes his way over. All 4 men now at the bottom of the ramp here. Wheelbarrow stunner to Katasuke. Dynamite might look to take Katasuke's pin. Yes, he does. 1, 2, 3. Dynamite steals it. Dynamite steals Katasuke's pin, and the newcomer is victorious. The thief. The dirty thief. Justin Dynamite victorious in his debut, snatching that pin from Katasuke. Bacon was napping. He was out. Look at Bacon just napping for days. Dynamite's like, should I take this pin? Should I go for this pin? Yeah, I'll go for the pin. And that was all she wrote. Bacon out from the drive-by kick. Before Caden Kinner even knew what was going on, it was too late. Justin Dynamite victorious. And this kid really wowed me in this match, man. I was impressed. Steals the win. What a victory. And ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you like what you saw and you do want to see more, make sure you follow me tomorrow. We begin the 2-day extravaganza that is Battle Scars 3. It kicks off probably around 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Fusion side of things, which is going to feature that colossal main event, Paul Divine Schmitty for the Undisputed Championship. And then day 2 will be on Sunday. After that is a 2-week stretch until the end of the season. Retaliation, the Fusion exclusive, will wrap things up. But we have the draft first. We'll be on the Fallout Fusion, so you definitely do not want to miss that. If you want to be a part of our show, our website is communityuniverse.4emotion.com. Exclamation point, join in the chat. We'll give you a link there. All you got to do is register, create a username and a password, and bam, you're in. And all my past episodes are on my YouTube channel, which is linked on my Twitch info page if you want to check those out. Either way, I will see y'all tomorrow, hopefully, for Battle Scars 3.